from the team bus earlier on, anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, our broadcast location today. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the writing was on the wall for the end of the grit and grind era in Memphis. So Mike Conley, the Grizzlies' all-time leader in points, assists, three-pointers, and games played, knew it was time for him to part ways with the organization. And joining Utah, Conley is on a team with a chance to once again compete deep into the playoffs. And Kevin, he's a significant upgrade for the Jazz.
You're right, DA, a big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And here's a look at some numbers for Murray.
And the one thing that he'll be looking to change is the downturn in his three-point percentage. It's taken a hit here the last 10 games. I know he's putting in extra work to get that rhythm back.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Davis is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 3.
And you look at how the Nuggets have become the team they are, a lot has to do with player development.
Exactly. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Denver has done a great job in the draft. Identify talent, stick to your guns in choosing that talent, then build it, develop it. Their front office has been fantastic.
Now here's Conley trying to get open as Davis. Conley's shot is off. And even 3-on-3 break. Oh, Porter in position, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Surveying the floor, Gary Harris recognizes when his teammates have open looks and gets it to him.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Here's Conley. And it's Denver with the rebound. Last time they met was in Denver.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential when free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
Now here's Conley following the miss by Jamal Murray. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Harris's shot is off. Jazz have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Pass to Conley. And here is Mitchell. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Conley with it, picked up by Harris. From deep. But they get it back. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Tries again. The putback. Davis on the follow.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Murray, the pass to Jokic, and that one drops for him.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
It's stolen by Harris. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And Jokic throws it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
It's been a slow start here for Utah. Trailing by 4. No good there. Murray with the defensive effort. And it's Harris with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Out to Conley. To the paint. Here's Davis. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Harris outside. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Jazz. Fresh from a win against Portland.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Bogdanovich. Nice D from Porter.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Murray surveying the D. The pass to Jokic. Over Gobert, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray. And it's 6 points for Jokic. Here is Conley. An 11-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Now here is Conley. Drills it from outside.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers. Harris outside. Pass to Porter. Well, Clark, the All-Star break is approaching. Commissioner Silver has broached replacing it with a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, I love what Adam Silver has done as the commissioner of the league. He's very forward-thinking. He's very progressive. He's very open-minded. And this is one of those examples of that kind of thinking. You know, in European basketball, it's part of the landscape, and it seems to work fairly well. I'm interested to see where this thinking goes going forward, but I like the fact that it's been broached by the leader of the league.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And the power rankings now, second half of February. Interesting to see how some of these teams compare. Look at Milwaukee. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And seeing where the Nuggets are, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
Now, here's Mitchell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Murray. Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Gobert. Porter with the steal. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Utah trailing here. Conley scanning the floor. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Passes to Millsap. Harris against Mitchell. The baseline J. A nice shot by Harris.
All the credit belongs to Harris there. I mean, he's so good at maintaining his concentration level, even when the defense is on him.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Here's Gobert, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
That's good from Harris.
His improvement each year in the league is impressive. Harris knows his role is to score the ball, and he does it well.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Denver also making some changes. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Will Barton comes in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Vonleh comes in for Jokic, and it's Grant in for Harris. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Now Morris. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And Clark, one thing that makes Will Barton so good is that he fits right in among any group of players.
And I like the pace he plays with, guys. He doesn't seem to force the issue. He lets the game come to him, and when he has opportunities to explode, he usually does. He's always moving. He's active at both ends. He's a high-quality performer.
First one falls for him. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled or not.
Here's Grant after the basket by Utah. Morris into the lane. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. Davis is checked in for Gobert. And Morris drops them both. Here's Clarkson. A 14-point game for him in the win against Portland. The pass to Moutier. Clarkson up top. Barton defending. Here's Davis. The shot, no good. Plumlee with some nice D. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Barton. The 3. Can't hit that one.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Poked away. On the wing, Ingles. No points in the game yet for him. Clarkson taking his time here. Clock at 4. Here's Moutier. The putback. Davis on the follow.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Barton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to Plumlee. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And one area, Clark, that Mason Plumlee doesn't get enough credit in is his playmaking. He does a great job at that as a center.
I could not agree with you more. He's an outstanding passer, but when you're playing with Jokic, you sometimes get overlooked in terms of how well he passes it. But he does a good job and is really solid off the bench. Plumlee moves well, he's active, and he's a rim protector defensively, too.
First free throw is good. Plumlee hits them both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Now, here's Clarkson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Denver in the lead. One-on-one here. Here's Morris. Second shot opportunity. Here's Grant. The Nuggets with another miss.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
And stolen by Vonleh. Here's Barton. The shot, no good. And it's Utah the other way for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Grant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Plumlee kicks to Grant. Clock at 6. Davis with some nice D. Utah has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets shooting just 35% to start the game. Here's Grant. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
.112 left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Clarkson. Ingles with the ball. Vonleh on him. Sinks the triple. Clarkson's got 5 minutes. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here is Morris. Barton outside. Here's Plumlee. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Utah's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
To the inside, Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Moutier dishes to O'Neal. Down low, here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Morris passes to Vonleh. It's Barton on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. Just 3 on the clock, and Grant sends it back. And that does it for the first quarter. Jazz lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. One of the better two-way guards in the NBA, Mike Conley, said his inspiration growing up was none other than Gary Payton.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. I had Gary Payton jersey, had the shoes, everything. So when I looked at a player, I was like, you know, he plays on both ends. I want to be able to do that too.
And you know, Conley, maybe not the size of Payton, but Greg, he's always taken the challenge defensively.
And you can see how much of an influence the glove had on Conley. He plays a lot like him on that end.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Conley's out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Morris against Moutier. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Morris. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got 6 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. And they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Here's Morris, following the basket by Emmanuel Moutier. Morris looking over the floor. Martin from outside. Denver gets it back. Here's Vonleh. Goes back up, and that one is good. Vonleh's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Poked loose. Ingles with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Here's Grant. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And Grant really embraces contact, relishes it, as a matter of fact. He has no fear going to the rim or going into a shot.
And the Jazz call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Joe Ingles. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Moutier. Here's Murray. Michael Conley making his last shot. Millsap passes to Jokic. Millsap trying to get open. Chalk up 2 there. And that's now 10 points for Jokic.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Jazz trail by 6. Outside, Bogdanovich. Conley against Harris. Here's the teardrop. And the pass to Williams-Goss over Murray. Gets to the corner and buries it. Williams-Goss has got his first bucket of the night.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Harris outside. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. 4-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Mitchell.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the Utah Jazz, not exactly a magnet for big-name free agents, Greg, but for their young star, Donovan Mitchell, it has been a perfect fit.
You know, they needed a scorer. He's played big minutes from day one and really thrived in that role.
That free throw missing.
Well, you might think at 6'3" in shoes, Donovan Mitchell is undersized for the shooting guard position. But his combination of strength and length, along with the athleticism, help him to hold his own.
He hits the second from the line. Greg, nowadays teams looking for +6 players. That's a player whose arm span exceeds their height by at least 6 inches.
Donovan Mitchell, how about a +9? I mean, a little over 6'1" in socks with a 6'10" wingspan. Those long arms, the reason for the Spider nickname.
Jokic, it's good on the putback.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
And it's Conley penetrating. Bogdanovich lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
The Nuggets leading by 3. Harris looking it over. Murray, the pass to Jokic. On the wing, Harris over Mitchell. Here's Jokic. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jazz have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Bogdanovich wide open. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Nuggets have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. And it's Murray penetrating. Can't hit from in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Free throw good. Porter. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
The Nuggets have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And he knocks down the first one. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Denver with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. 6 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Utah.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The Jazz making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. The field for the three-point contest is about to be finalized. And I'll tell you, we have some shooters here who are going to make this year's event a very heated competition.
Kevin, it always is. There's more pride involved in the three-point contest than in any other part of All-Star Weekend. Each one of those guys wants to prove they are the best shooter in the world.
Take a look at Murray. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Here's Murray. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. But they recover it. The second chance effort. Jokic passes to Millsap, and the foul called on Paul Millsap. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Outside, Bogdanovich.
He's smart on the defensive end now. Millsap, very impressive. That IQ he has on defense, recognizes the move and then closes the airspace.
Porter, no luck. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. To the middle, here's Gobert, and it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Harris, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Michael Conley picks one up.
Harris's confidence and physicality and determination allow him to draw fouls as he gets close to the basket.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Now, here's Mitchell. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Over Murray. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert. And that's now 7 points for Conley.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Millsap. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
Now, here is O'Neal, following the miss by Jokic. Millsap up top. He's covered by Bogdanovich. With his first shot attempt. And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And I think this is where Millsap is most effective. Close to the rim. He has a commanding presence.
Jazz shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And it's Murray penetrating. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. You talked about a back and forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Well, Clark, one thing you have to respect about Jamal Murray is how intense of a competitor he is.
And you can't substitute competitive spirit, Kevin. It's a great attribute to have, and you see that in how he's improved his game year to year. I mean, he loves being in the spotlight, going up against the game's big-name guards, and he doesn't shy away at all. That's a credit to him.
That one misses for Murray. Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, but a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. He brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Utah. Plumlee, he's checked in for Denver. Grant comes in for Jamal Murray. Morris against Mudiay. Here's Grant. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Morris following the basket by Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Grant in the corner. Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. No one near Mudiay as he lets it go. Drains the three-pointer. And now a 4-point Jazz lead. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Grant outside. And here's Barton. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Gobert with the block.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And he makes the first.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Nailed from three-point land. Morris has got 9.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Utah's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Mudiay passes to Clarkson. Puts one up from 19. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morris against Mudiay. Here's Vonleh. Cans it from short range. He's got 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Mitchell. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
I'd like to see Barton be more consistent on this end. He has the height and length needed to challenge shots.
Tie game in Utah. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
Pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ed Davis brought his A game early tonight. He had 10 points and 6 rebounds. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you could tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now, that fact looms large on both sides, and that's going to be the difference in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting, not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, we'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with Davis, and it's Bogdanovich in its small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Utah is shooting in this game 45%. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And too long on the shot. Mitchell's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. That's 7 points for Michael Porter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Conley. Michael Porter making his last shot. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
There he's showing you he can run the show himself in that pick and roll. That's a nice play from Bogdanovich.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Utah trailing here. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Porter. They get the rebound. Gobert dishes to Davis. And he makes that one. Davis has got it all tied up now for Utah.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Murray kicks to Jokic. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Passes it to Bogdanovich. The tray. Davis inside. Millsap covering. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Murray outside. Over Davis. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Davis kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Millsap grabs the miss. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be the 2nd of this 2-game road trip. Harris against Mitchell. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. High post, Gobert. Harris is there. Jokic with it. Now defended by Gobert. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Conley against Murray. Unloads from 13. Here's Gobert. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower, probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those 2 needs better than anyone in the league.
Gobert, no good on that free throw.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here is Conley. He's got 7. The dish to Davis. Here is Conley. Outside, Davis. From downtown. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Saturday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And that game against the Lakers, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Millsap, that shot is off. So Utah will take it the other way. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go 1st and 2nd in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Now here is Conley, following the miss by Paul Millsap. Over Murray. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
The silky smooth dribble moves of Conley, so slick in how he creates for himself.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that 3rd star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
And Utah making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Barton comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. Now here's Barton. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barton's got 5 now.
Very respectable perimeter game that Will Barton has. Fully capable of connecting from there.
Outside Conley. Unloads from 13. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Murray, here we go. That one goes. Count it. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
No answer for Murray from the defense so far. Absolutely ferocious at taking it inside.
Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The pass to Gobert. Morris against Conley. Plumlee with some nice D.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Stolen by Michael Conley. He kicks to Clarkson. 5 on the clock. Free throw line jump shot. They get it back. And slam dunk by Gobert. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Now Conley following the three-point attempt by Jokic. And it's Davis missing.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And that one's good. Williams-Goss.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Barton surveying the floor to the right side. Jokic inside. Gobert on him. From 10 feet out, and Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, you got to like how locked in Jokic is on offense now. His confidence is sky high, and he believes he can score on anybody, anytime.
Now here's Conley. He's got 9. Now Davis. Back to Conley. And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Conley's got 11 points.
Capable of scoring from anywhere. Got to be cognizant of Conley when he's looking to shoot.
To the paint, here's Murray, and the layup is good. He's got 8.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Conley against Morris. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Murray, no good.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Nice shot by Gobert.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
Well, he's done it again right there on the offensive glass. I mean, it's a great stretch that he's having here, and boy, I really admire his energy.
Here's Jokic. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Jokic kicks to Morris. Buries the long-range jumper.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
1:52 left in the third. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles comes in for Ed Davis. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. The Nuggets also changing it up. Noah Vonleh comes in for Jokic. And it's Grant in for Murray. And the Jazz call time here.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there And he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Davis.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now, here's Clarkson. He has 5. Gobert finds Moutier, and it's blocked. Morris outside. He had stolen by Ingles. Here's Williams-Goss. Martin defending. Williams-Goss, the pass to Clarkson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Misses the layup. You know, Greg Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball. No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
And that one's good, Barton.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Clarkson. Connects from three-point range. Clarkson's got 8 points.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
On the wing, Morris. Defended by Moutier. Barton wide open. He fires. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's the floater. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Noah Vonleh.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the first one drops. That one is no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Stolen by Mitchell.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
With 1 on the clock. Misses. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nuggets ahead, up by 3. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Zamp and Plumlee are playing up front. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Grant in at the 3. Now here's Gobert. He dishes it to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Here's Moutier, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Denver leading by 3. Morris with the ball. Kicks to Plumlee. But he stays with it. Off target from the baseline.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Clarkson. And a switcher also for Denver. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Will Barton. Bogdanovich finds Ingles. Now Mitchell. Over Harris. Off the left rim and out.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Grant the pass to Millsap. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. And he's good on the second.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Jazz trail by 4. Moutier with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. Yep, that one goes.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Morris kicks to Grant. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. He can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
A nice shot by Harris. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Denver.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Moutier. Gary Harris making his last shot. Pass to Bogdanovich. Over Harris. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Harris's shot is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
They grab their own miss, and it's good. 2 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Millsap. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
And, you know, this is why Millsap is so highly respected. He's excellent at knocking down shots under pressure.
Morris against Moutier. Stolen by Mitchell. For the finish. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
The Jazz making a switch here. Davis is checked in, and Denver also making a switch. Jokic is checked in, and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this way. Back to you guys.
Mitchell's shot is good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Pass to Jokic. Harris inside, covered by Mitchell. A three from Morris. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Moutier against Morris. Now, here's Mitchell. Not a lot of room. Here's Gobert. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Boy, they're getting caught spectating. You can't be a watcher out there. They're letting rebounds slip away. Everybody's got to get in there and fight for the ball.
Now, here's Jokic. Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Michael Conley. He's checked in for Emmanuel Moutier. Morris, no good. Utah leading. Bogdanovich. That's for 2. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Mitchell against Harris. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. A 3 from Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got his 5th rebound in this one. Morris against Bogdanovich. Morris passes to Harris. Jokic high post. Shot clock at 5. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength by Nikola Jokic.
Now, here's Mitchell. Gobert with the bounce pass. The drive by Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
With the tip and stay with the play, Harris. Harris has got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I like the extra effort Harris is putting into crashing the offensive glass. Good timing by Gary that time.
Morris against Conley. The drive by Mitchell. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Good D by Mitchell. Jazz have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Hangs home the trifecta. And the Jazz lead by 3.
And a nice, smooth, soft stroke for Bogdanovich. That stroke is pure.
Morris against Conley. Porter in the corner. Inside. From 11 feet away. Jokic, no good. Utah leading by 3. Mitchell passes to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, Gene. That was a strong dunk.
You know, when he's got the position he wants inside, he's committed to throwing it down. And Millsap, he's got a nice vertical on him, too.
Jazz have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Conley dishes to Mitchell. Fires for 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Conley against Morris. Out to the wing. Millsap left side. Passes it to Porter. For 3, Harris. Good D by Mitchell.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Morris kicks to Porter. Here's the pass to Harris. That three off the mark.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
And it's Mitchell missing. The Nuggets trail by 8. Morris into the lane. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
First free throw is good. And Morris drops them both. Here's Conley. Pass to Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one at the line is good. Murray's checked in for Monte Morris. And Gobert drops them both. Here's Murray. Millsap left side. Over Davis, and the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Paul Millsap.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Here is Conley. He kicks it to Mitchell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Gary Harris.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's Jokic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 22 points for Jokic.
Jokic has the ability to score from just about anywhere, but he's most dangerous inside. Tremendous skill in the painted area.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. 6-point lead. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Conley against Murray. Second chance shot. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul.
Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Nice look there from Bogdanovic, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
The Nuggets trail by 10. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Murray finds Harris from the arc. Not going to go that time. Good D by Mitchell. First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Davis. Here's Murray. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. No good that time. The Jazz go the other way with it. Outside Conley. Over Porter. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Harris. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Millsap's got 3 assists in the game. .114 left in the fourth. Utah has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Utah.
Tonight, they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, Greg, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Rudy Gobert.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Mitchell against Harris. Now, here's Mitchell. And so it's Utah with the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great, the fans were great. We shot the ball, we played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.